Emir, thank you so much for joining us. We are happy, grateful that you are back with us. Can you just a little bit tell us about your company? What do you do?
Good to be here. Greetings to everyone. QUALYS, as most of you guys already know, has evolved from the vulnerability management platform to consolidate security cloud platform that enables its customer to provide correct and time response to security ever-changing incidents. So I did prepare some presentation because I didn't know it's gonna be Q&A or presentation. So I have presentation. So it depends from you. Or do you want to chat, or would you like me to go to the quick presentation?
We have 10 minutes, so you can, if you prepare the presentation, let's do it. So it's a little bit more dynamic. So we don't have to have Q&A. We can do it flexibly. So, and we can have some.
So I can start with the presentation, and then you can interact me with the questions, and that would be great.
Perfect. We have 10 minutes, so yeah, go.
Very good. So I'm gonna start sharing my screen now, and I'm sure that you're gonna see it. You see my screen, right?
We don't. Oh yeah, we see it now. Perfect.
Okay, very good. So there are so many challenges in security, and QUALYS in the last couple of really months came up with the new VMDR and EDR solutions that I'm gonna basically touch today, and more of that gonna be elaborated during conference in Novi Gorici. However, I'm gonna try to explain to our engineering folks on a call how we came up to this solutions, because this didn't happen overnight. It was 20 years of the hard work of the QUALYS engineers. So there are some headlines: 4.1 billion records stolen, 39 seconds on average between hacks. But what is most concerning to all of us in industry is that we're gonna be short 3.5 million of security engineers in next year. And the reason why is that it's from the RSA from 2019 report is that most organizations use too many cybersecurity tools. So QUALYS does understand that very well, and what we are trying now to do to deliver unified platform for our existing customers and provide consolidated stack of all basically security needs that they have. So QUALYS vision is one stack consolidated for IT, security, and compliance need. QUALYS Cloud Platform, as you know, it's software as a service. We became a cloud provider before cloud was invented. Then later, a couple years ago, I was heavily involved in this one personally. We got FedRAMP certified, that is certification by US government, that government agency can use us. So basically, we do have security as a service solution in the last 20 years. Global presence, we are currently in 130 countries. Even though we operate as a startup, we have 8 those shared platforms and 82 private cloud platforms for big enterprises, military, and government installations. In QUALYS we trust. This is 15,000 plus customers who are using QUALYS on a daily basis, and you can see all blue chips and big IT companies are there, as well as bank and financials. This is really, this slide is to motivate partners in Slovenia to join QUALYS very lucrative reselling business, because it's a recurring revenue for them, and 42% of the QUALYS revenue is coming through the channel. And on the channel, there are some logos that are working with QUALYS worldwide, and I'm happy to announce that we are working with the Telekom Slovenia as one of our QUALYS channel partners in Slovenia. So what is QUALYS Cloud Platform? So on the left side, you will see QUALYS sensors, connectors, or eyes. In the middle, you will see some platform who is processing that. And then on the right side of the screen, you will see a nice GUI and presentation. So let's start with those QUALYS sensors. So QUALYS started back in the 1999-2000 with the internet scanners. We were scanning internet and providing information about vulnerability to ISPs. And then quickly we evolved, but the latest one is a passive scanner where we now monitoring the traffic. All those connectors or sensors are feeding information to the platform. Platform is receiving that information and processing it on a highly scalable feed, and then providing different application and value information to the users. Those we call integrated applications, which we currently have 20, and we are growing rapidly. And the core of our engine is Kafka, Elasticsearch, Cassandra, and Flink. A little bit about our scale. So we have over 50,000 active scanners deployed and 43 million cloud agents. As many of you know that we moved from the scanning technology to the agent while still supporting scanning. So we already have 43 million cloud agent deployed. And this presentation, I took it from the investors presentation that you can find on the QUALYS site. So those informations are pretty much up to date and trustworthy. Here is the list of all IT security compliance apps. I will not go through all of them. I will mention just two on the end. But here is something that is going to come in 2020. What should catch your eye here is CM. So QUALYS is getting into CM market because we realize that currently our customers are paying twice for us to store the same data. They're paying for QUALYS to detect and collect, and then they're paying to some CM tool to correlate with the logs that they are receiving from the firewalls or on other devices and applications. So QUALYS has scaled its platform now to be able to receive logs for your firewalls and applications, and then correlation, it's going to happen at the QUALYS platform itself. And then on the bottom left, there is EDR. It's currently in a beta. We launched that a month ago, where we are getting into space of multi-vector detection and response. And focus of our presentation in Novi Gorici is going to be on QUALYS EDR. Now, QUALYS VMDR has been launched in beginning of the COVID era, so in March, and it has been great. Basically, after 20 years of hard work, we came up with the most efficient vulnerability management detection and pulse circle, basically where we are understand that identifying all asset is primary goal. Without it, you cannot go to analyze any vulnerabilities. I'm not going to read here. This presentation is going to be sent to all of you, so I hope that you're going to read. But however, in QUALYS VMDR architecture, there is basically a workflow which goes asset management, where we do discovery, correlation, and normalization. Then vulnerability management, prioritization, and basically prioritization says, okay, we have vulnerability severity very, very high. Okay, now give me just devices that have that vulnerability and they are available through internet, let's say, so that you can prioritize your work and reduce release stress on your people. And then response is something that QUALYS has been delivering the last 2 years, which is patch management, where you can by a click deploy the patch on those devices. Now, when QUALYS detected all those information and collect multi vector information about given asset being hardware or software, we realize that we now provide a response, or we can isolate process, deinstall the software, install the patch, block the process or block device. And that is new multi-vector EDR detection, which is brand new, and it's new space for QUALYS that we are betting on, and we are sure it's going to be very, very great. And QUALYS multi-vector EDR has the same goals: so discovery, report, prioritize, and respond. It uses the same agent, and that is consolidation that we were talking in the beginning. So it uses the same agent that you have for your vulnerability management or policy compliance or file integrity monitoring. It uses cloud processing, and then it will work on any type of assets. That will be all for me. Any questions, I'll be happy to answer.
We have two questions which we need to, thank you so much for this presentation. We have two questions which we need to answer really quickly because
Yes.
we have a time constraint. So number one, what do you recommend to automotive companies or industry that have higher demands for security? This is number one. And number two, how can you successfully do rules to prevent the attacks into the systems? How do you measure or get feedback about successfully prevented attacks? Can you answer this in really shortly? Maybe in the chat you can do a little bit longer answer.
Yes. So the answer to the second question, how you successfully measure attacks, there's really multiple ways of doing that, and but QUALYS is not in that part of the game. That was like too many software vendors. So I will skip that, and I will concentrate on automotive industry. Most German automakers are using QUALYS, and they have them those sensors deployed even on the manufacturing floor, which really enable them to detect quickly any rogue or unmanaged devices which are potential threat. So you can share my email address. I can respond more on those queries. I'll be very, very happy. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Emir. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to hear more about QUALYS in Novi Gorici, and thank you to support our conference again. Please stay healthy, and maybe you can even share in the chat. We will also send to all participants, if you allow, your presentation.
Yes, and just one announcement, due to COVID reasons, since I'm located in Bosnia, I will not be able to be in person in Novi Gorici. However, my Italian friends, Marco and Emilia from Milan, gonna join you guys there. Have a fun and stay safe. Bye.
You too. Thank you. Bye-bye.